What's up? So it's me, Butterfly to Light, and I am back with Sagittarius, Sun, and Mars Scorpio. With this placement, I feel like it really does tone down the temperament of Sagittarius. That's good because not only do we have somebody that is highly driven, very visionary, and optimistic about what that is, and very confident, should I say, confident in who you are, and now we have confident in who you are, but at the same time willing to kind of take a minute, sit back, and figure out another approach. So you may not really be very communicative or, show offy about what it is that you're doing, the moves that you're making. You could be very secretive or low key when it comes to the moves you're making, which is great for you. Because, look, you could be creating something, you could have your vision, but at the same time, you can complete something and come out with it, or people find out about it and they're like, I didn't even know that you were even creating this. Wow. And it could also have you to not speak on certain things if you have not done it yet, or if you're not, why? Because a lot of times with Sagittarius sons can be very boastful about what it is that they're doing, proud of it, basically, and let things slip out. Someone else takes your idea, so you don't want that type of stuff to happen, because you guys really do have a forward moving process that you go about. This is another good placement for like a minister, a pastor, or something like that, pastoral type figure, a public speaker, someone that could get information across, especially when it comes to helping people that has been victims of abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, as children, as adults. You can set up programs, or you can set up ways to get that out to people, and you can speak on this type of content, put things together, and really help people move past things that they've experienced by bringing it up. You have a way to shed the light on the darkness. Now, this is the thing. A lot of what you will be speaking about, or what you can speak about, or what you can help others through, are situations that you yourself has been through. Because Mars with Scorpio does not have a shortage of experiences that you went through. Experiences that happened on a deeper level, that transformed you or your life in some way, shape, or form. And because of your experiences that you experienced firsthand, or that you know about, you are able to shed a light on those situations and bring them to others, out to the open. So I love this. I love this placement. And you are able to emotionally connect. You're very intuitive with this placement, because Sagittarians automatically have an intuitive way about themselves, or, in tune with spirituality. Okay. And because of this, with this Mars Scorpio placement, you are in tune with people. You're able to make a connection with people. Although there are times that you shy away from doing that, and, where you want to broaden your vision, sometimes you can keep it personal and enclosed, or where you're just giving to, or you just want to be in tune with like your immediate environment and the person that you are close with, like in a relationship or friendship. So you got to keep that in mind, because there are times in life where you may be asked to really venture out past that and expand your vision and your horizons. So, because you could be very in tune, with your partners, and know what they want and know how to please them, even on a sexual level. They don't even have to say anything. And they could be very smitten over you, and they could be wanting to attach themselves to you, be in relationships with you. And for you, while the experience was great, it was nothing more than the experience. A passionate experience. Okay? And you could feel, there can be situations to where, you can have your name smeared in the mud, if someone feels like you really did something to them that they don't feel that you're apologetic about, you know. That's what comes along with Mars and Scorpio. If you have any type of physical contact with anything, even your environment, as far as a proceeding or coming outside of your current environment, especially for you, having a sexual experience with somebody, it could create transformations for them, for you. And doing so, you could experience a lot of pain, or you feel upset or hurt. And because of that, you may want to stick to something that you're familiar with, or a familiar way of going about doing it. You get what I'm saying? Get into how you go about what you're getting to, what you're trying to accomplish, in order to not have to experience those hangups. But you got to understand those hangups come with your placement, displacement. It's just a part of life. And you can be very attached to things that's happened to you in the past. You know, I definitely want to say that. And I don't know if this is fear or just like the Sagittarian nature, to where it's easier to see the vision, but it's harder to pursue the vision. Because you can have that. And not really wanting to put in all that work and that energy into developing something, you know, into developing something. This could also be a placement to where if someone's harmed you or hurt you, it can be hard for you to let go of. So you are extremely sensitive. That's another thing that can stop you from proceeding past your limitations. Because if you put yourself out there once and you felt like people rejected you or didn't really understand it, it could be hard for you to put yourself out there again out of fear of rejection or just disapproval. And I say this to you right now. Don't let that stop you. The circumstances that you have in your life are there to point something out to you, to help you learn something. And when you realize that, you overcome those obstacles. It's okay sometimes to be wrong. It's okay sometimes to let your pride down and your guard down. People make mistakes. And I'm going to tell you, our parents even make mistakes. Our parents are not perfect. They make mistakes. And sometimes, you know, they didn't lead us down the right path, or they didn't raise us right, or they weren't responsible for us, or they hurt us in some type of way, shape, or form. Does that make them right? Absolutely not. But at some point, it's important to forgive and move past certain things that's happened to us, so that it doesn't become a limitation for us. You got to know when to put something to the end. You got to know when something's ran its course. Because this is a great placement. And you can accomplish a lot. If you could just get the work ethic together, like where you pursue something and you put your physical stuff into it. Like you're ready to jump on board. You know, less judgment and more jumping on board and getting your hands in there and getting dirty and allowing the rejection and the criticism to come sometimes. As long as it's not unhealthy, and use that to better yourself. As long as you could do that, this placement is good. Now, you could also be attracted to people that, you know, or have those affairs to where you are dealing with people on the low, your sexual liaisons. You could like someone that's more mysterious or secretive, but at the same time, they are motivating. They motivate you. They are outgoing. You might see yourself involved with people that motivate you back to the place. Like, let's say something happens and, you know, you get sidetracked. You can be involved with people that come in and motivate you back up again. If not, you need to get around people that do. And you can also do this for people that you are attracted to. You can be like the speaker, go into companies, speak on material that you know about, because you know about a lot and you know how the process of getting things done. But you have to trust yourself in what that looks like. You have to trust that. You have to trust yourself. Okay? Highly sexual. Highly sexual. And you get release a lot of your steam or pent up tension through sexual interactions with people. And sometimes, like I said before, some people that you come in contact with don't really know how to let you go. And this could be vice versa. And just be able to be strong within themselves and just make moves within themselves. So you got to understand that, because there's a lot that goes on with your sexual experiences to people and your approach to when it comes to other people and your interactions with others. And people listen to what you say, and if you're saying something that's offensive or it hurts them, they could feel like you lack the sentiment, that very sentiment that you in return want to have from others. But all in all, do something great, and just really have your vision and be willing to pursue that vision no matter what. Okay? And this has been Sagittarius Sun, Scorpio, with Mars and Scorpio. Peace.